Good morning, students. This is Kunal Bose again. In the last class, I have discussed with you the absorption of water and minerals in plants. How does it absorb? Through roots. I have discussed with you the how does water absorb. Then permeability and semi-permeability topic I have discussed with you. Just we will quickly recall what is permeability is. Root hair outer cell wall allows all molecules through it. All molecules are allowed to pass through it. That is why it is called as permeable cell wall. So now what is semi-permeability is? Semi-permeability is when root hairs inner cell membranes allows only certain substance or molecules to pass through it, then it is called semi-permeable membrane. Then I have discussed with you the process of osmosis. What is osmosis? The movement of water molecules from an area of higher concentration to lower concentration. Because water is absorbed by osmosis as its concentration is higher in soil as compared to roots. Now that session's importance topic is was conduction of water. I have discussed with you how does water conduct in plant. Here you can see in the diagram first water comes in the root hair cell, then it gets turgid. After that it goes through the process of osmosis, go through the root cortex cell. It also gets turgides. After that it passes from root cortex cell to xylem vessels. Then I have discussed with you the comparison between osmosis and diffusion. The only difference between osmosis and diffusion is the absence of semi-permeable membrane, because here also the movement of molecules from an area of higher concentration to lower concentration, but here semi-permeable membrane is absent. Now let's come to the today's session. I'll start with today's session with absorption of minerals. Soil contains dissolved minerals like potassium, calcium, nitrogen, and magnesium. And for this, plant use two processes to absorb these minerals from roots. First is active transport, second one is diffusion. The diffusion part I have already discussed with you. We will start with active transport. It is the process of movement of mineral from an area of lower concentration to an area of higher concentration. It is exactly opposite to diffusion, because there in diffusion the movement from uh, higher concentration to lower concentration, but here you can see in active transport the movement is shown from lower concentration to higher concentration. And with the help of active transport, root hair absorb minerals from soil. Plant can also absorb minerals with the help of diffusion, because in diffusion mineral salts from soil that is higher concentration goes to root hair where the lower concentration is. Now we will discuss with today's first important topic is transportation of water and minerals. So first, root hair absorb water from soil by osmosis and minerals by active transport. Water and minerals are transported from the roots to all parts of the plants in the following steps. The first steps is root pressure. What is root pressure? the pressure develops in the roots due to continuous inflow. What? Continuous inflow of water is called root pressure. This process helps in pushing the plant sap. What is plant sap? Don't get confused. It is only water or minerals are called plant sap. Upwards into the stem. This process, root pressure, helps in pushing the plant cell upwards into the stem. Second steps is the water along with minerals move further. Water along with minerals move further upwards through xylem of stem towards the leaves. This is due to transportation of exert of a pull from above. What? Transportation which is exerts a pull from above. This upward movement of sap from the roots towards the other part of plant is known as ascent of sap. What? Upward movement of sap from roots towards the other part is called ascent of sap. Now today's second important topic is importance of water for plants. First is transportation. Water helps in transport of minerals and other substances from one part of the plant to the another part of the plant. Excuse me. Second one is food production. Water is one of the essential requirements for photosynthesis along with sunlight, carbon dioxide and chlorophyll. You very well know the process of photosynthesis. I'll quickly define you the process by which plant prepare their food in the presence of carbon dioxide and water, with the help of carbon dioxide and water, and in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, the plant prepare their food, and this process is called as photosynthesis. The byproduct here is oxygen, which we use as a living thing for our survival. Now the third importance of water for plant is cooling effect. Evaporation of water that takes place from leaf surface helps to cool the plant. Means water, where water get evaporates? From leaf surface to help the plant cool. This takes place due to process called transpiration, and this process is known as transpiration. Thank you very much. All the best.